This will be for the Capricorn energies that might find it. Let's peek through the blinds of the person on your mind. If you're new here, Melissa, I like to be a fly on the wall. I like to buzz through the blinds of the person on my mind. Right now, I want to try to tune in to the Capricorns that might find this and peek through the blinds of who you're thinking about. If you don't resonate with this reading, check out my playlist. I got a bunch of them. You might find your reading there. They're timeless. You find them when you're meant to. But let's see if we could tune into the Capricorns that might find this. And let's peek in on the person you're thinking about. Who's Capricorn thinking about? Oh. Who's Cap thinking about? Alright. I see a 2 of Pentacles, a 4 of Pentacles, a Knight of Pentacles, and the Moon. I don't know if you're dealing with a Pisces energy. Don't gotta be. But it could be someone that you feel was hiding things, or holding back, juggling, going back and forth, either you felt this way about this person, or they could have felt this way about you, you know, however it resonates, but definitely juggling going on here. This person indecisive, back and forth. Could be viewed as greedy, could be viewed as holding back pieces of themselves, or actually, you know, greedy with the coin. Sometimes this Knight of Pentacles makes me feel like, is the person breadcrumbing? They're like taking their time to show up. They're not really looking ahead. They're just taking their time. They're too slow. They're slow. And this Moon, it's a person to me. They could be dealing with, they're either hiding things, they're being deceptive, or they're like mentally unstable. Alright? 6 of Pentacles on the bottom, 7 of Pentacles, and a 9 of Pentacles. Alright, so I don't know if the person you want to peek in on, this has to do with actual money. Like, if you feel like you helped this person and they kind of like, I don't want to say ghosted, but just went off and, you know. Because this 6 of Pentacles, this is for me in the relationship reading, like a person that's holding back, taking more than they give, or sometimes needing help. And it's like, this 7 of Pentacles is like investment. So, investing. It's planting seeds in something new. And this 9 of Pentacles, it's like, for me, like an independent energy. So I don't know if someone was just focused on what they could get out of, if the other person was actually if you were helping, or this person was helping you. Tell me more. What was, tell me about this Moon, if my Capricorn is resonating. Why is the Moon here? What does it mean? Seven of Wands, 2 of Cups, Justice, Queen of Swords, 9 of Swords, 8 of Pentacles, the Sun, and the Tower. 4 of Cups on the bottom, the 5 in the middle. So for some of you, this person is not like mentally as in control of themselves as you may have thought, or as they put out, or this could be reversed, however it fits. This person, what they're kind of like, when I'm clarifying this Moon, the 7 of Wands, for me, is someone like in a bubble, they're defensive. It's 2 of Cups is here. They're defensive about connections in general. I mean, I'm going to keep this like, because everyone's situation is different. The Justice is here, and we have a Queen of Swords, so there's possible air sign or a Libra energy, but this person's looking at an older version of themselves in this card, so I don't know, for some of these energies, it's about facing how their choices now are going to affect the future, or not being able to face these choices, or the choices that they're making or have made. Because I don't know how I feel about that Queen of Swords. The back is to the Sun, and it's just, I don't know if this connection made them kind of like a mirror to themselves or something for some of them. Or if a certain amount of maturity is lacking in this energy. So there's a 9 of Swords and an 8 of Pentacles. And this is a person that they're in a nightmare. Sometimes I say they're in a waking nightmare, or they're actually having trouble sleeping. This person could be working at trying to... Now, I was going to say, or I would hope, that for some of you, part of what's going on here, it's very specific, but part of it is like that this person being in a connection, and I don't know how, if it's for you, like, or if it's you and towards them, where it's like someone was being encouraged or like forced to try to improve, to look at why this is here for this person, to work on things, to work on the connection, to work on themselves or whatever, to face things, right? To think more head over heart about maybe the connection, maybe about why is this person so defensive, or why did they shut down, or why, whatever this is, the moon, whatever that represents for them specifically. Now, then it's ending with the Sun and the Tower. So when I see, for me, when I see like, in this deck specifically, the Tower, for me, because it's a tree, it just always makes me feel like when it's representing a person's energy, this person doesn't feel like they could control how they ended up the way they ended up in life. Which makes me more so feel like for some of these people, they're dealing with something. Like if this person normally would take medication, or they were diagnosed with something specific, they might not do what they're supposed to do, or they just don't face, they don't take responsibility for like the nightmare they feel they're in. They don't work on things, right? Or they don't work on things the way you feel they should be, or vice versa, alright? The Sun is like the happiest card in the deck. It represents the new day. It represents also for me that nothing can be hidden in the light of the sun, and things like that. It also represents a Leo energy. Sometimes for me, when I associate it with that, like, it's like this person, and being what is like this, it can represent like a roll. They're up, they're down, alright? With the, you know, the happy, the sad. Everything's great, then everything's falling apart. Everything. It's a new day. I'm gonna make the best of it. Woohoo. Oh my gosh, all this stuff just happened that's out of my control, and, you know, I can't, you know, that kind of thing. But this does represent the Tower. Things that happen, that throw us off course, that are out of our control. But for me in this deck, just, and because I'm clarifying this card with it, it just is making me feel, represents how this person feels like they can't really help how they ended up the way they ended up, or in the situation with the connection, the up, down, like, or they could really feel like everything's great one moment and everything's falling apart the next, like specifically connected to this connection. And then, you know, when I see this 4 of Cups, this is a person that kind of sometimes, you know, they don't want this, but then they do want that. Alright? And it's like, this 5 of Pentacles, this person, someone could feel like doors are closed on them, or, for some of you, this could have to do with, like, this person holding on to something because they feel like without it, they're left in the cold, or maybe friendships are lost, things of that. And the wheel is about the wheel of life. Alright? It spins, it turns. We can't control the wheel, but we have to control ourselves. So sometimes I feel like this has to do with someone feeling like they can't control the other person, or feeling like they can't control themselves. And then I see this 8 of Swords under it. So someone here could be holding on to things from yesteryear, from yesterday, that they just are not willing to let go of, okay? Or they just don't feel like they have the tools or the ability, the mentality. They can't see, they almost can't see a life with that. Like, almost like the things that happen up to this point, these things that from the past, they feel like it shaped who they are. For some of you, they might feel like they can't control their thoughts. If something happened between the two of you from the past, whether it's related to money or trust or the stability of the other person, they could feel like they can't let that go. Right? That's what I'm seeing there. Alright? Very specific. I don't know, you know, that's what I'm seeing there, though, guys. If you have requests of certain type of zodiac, you know, type of readings you want to see, like, you know, Capricorn with a Gemini, you know, blah, 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 for love, or this or that, let me know in the comments. Or trending people, topics, whatever, leave it in the comments, let me know. If you want to donate a coffee to me, you could, that link's in the description, as well as if you want a personal reading, send me an email. That info's in my description. Alright, guys, I love you. Good luck. If this is your situation, sounds like you might... you might need... But look, I usually say in relationship readings, guys, relationships work out. That's what the two energies involved. Desire, relationships, are work, guys. Alright, love you guys. See you next time.